Good morning from Illinois. We're here on November 17th for the gun opener with Andy Baker from Burn Tool and Die on some of their lease property down here. So check some cameras, got some shooters. We're hunting a 90-acre piece right now. I'm in a stand called Midtown. I've already seen a deer right at first, seeing shooting light actually on the other side of the fence on somebody else's property. Looked like a doe, but a little warm today, northwest wind, pretty breezy, and we'll see if we can get some on the ground. It's a little after 7, and I stand up to stretch my legs, and all of a sudden I turned back around, and there was a doe that came out of the corner here. And then another one came out, and their mouths were wide open. I don't know if something spooked them, or maybe there's a buck dogging them, but I got my gun up and ready just in case, because, it's probably only like a 75-yard shot if the buck comes out where those does did. So it's about 8:20, and I got a button buck in the gully behind me in the woods. Hoping there's more. Well, that button buck lay there for a little bit and then worked along the opposite side of the gully. Came right straight through the gully, through the washout. He's probably right below me, like 20 yards, bedded down, but I can't see him because he's like literally behind just this huge, massive brush. But he hasn't popped out of there in like 15 minutes, so I think he's bedded down again. That button buck is like bedded down, like right behind this stuff right here. I can't see him, but he hasn't moved. He's been there for about half an hour now. Well, we're gonna pack up. It's about 11:30, a little bit later now. I think we're gonna pack up and head to the other property. Andy hasn't seen a deer all morning. Let's see if I can get down without spooking this button buck. Alright, we are set up on the 240 now. Andy's up on a ladder stand that's up by a food plot. And then I'm a little farther north of him, actually down in a gully. There's a creek here. And there's a camera here and there's a camera up there. And it has been capturing just a beautiful 10-point. There's a couple other nice shooters out here too, but Andy's buddy Tim actually shot a 10-point a week or so ago out of the stand. Could not find it and thinks it's alive. I don't know if that's the same one or not, but it's pretty thick in here. Other than the cornfield behind me, if I see it in front of me, it's going to be a slam dunk shot. This is definitely set up probably more for a bow, but I got a few pockets where I can see a hillside there, otherwise it's all thick through this creek bottom. Got a hillside behind me over here that I can see. Andy's going to be able to see a long ways away from his stand. He's going to be able to watch a lot of area. And hopefully one of us will put one down tonight. just came out of the creek bottom here and it's feeding on the cornfield. Sounds like that buck was up by Andy as well, so he's seen it too. Now we gotta wait for that big 10-point to come out. Well, it's Illinois day 2. It's much colder this morning, 28 degrees. Wind switched out of the southwest, much calmer, and we're hoping that the cool weather and the reduced winds maybe will get the deer moving a little bit more. We seen a really nice buck when we were pulling into the property this morning. Definitely wouldn't mind getting a crack at him. There was one gunshot to the north right at first light, but it's quiet, it's crunchy, and let's put some deer on the ground. Man, right around 7 o'clock there was a shot real close to the west. And then there was another shot. I thought it was Andy. He thought it was me, but somebody's got to be seeing something just like barely to the west of us. But... oh, there's deer. Yeah, 3 doe came from the east across the top of the cornfield and headed down into the bottom. So yeah, I don't know. They'll either come through the bottom or might just head right up to the food plot. They were heading right towards Andy. Just had a doe sneak from the west through the bottom. Actually crossed the creek. Came up this way. Probably could have got a shot, but I was kind of hoping a buck would be behind her. And then shortly after I seen her, then I heard a quad over there. So I'm pretty sure whoever was on the quad probably got her moving. So Andy just texted me and I guess he's seen a big deer over the neighbor's property, and sounds like that's probably what got, there was a shot over there. Now the guy's on the quad. Andy makes it sound like, he's probably getting that deer, which is, what pushed that doe, but, that's our morning so far. Well, Andy filled his doe tag, so that's 1 deer down. We're gonna probably meet up here and get it taken care of and make a game plan for this afternoon. I don't know if we'll switch it up, stay on the same property, stay in the same stands, not sure. We'll see once. I wouldn't mind getting to the north side of the property. Got some bucks on camera there last night, and the other 2 cameras on this side have been pretty quiet the last couple of days, so maybe a change in scenery and change in location might do some good. Plus there's a lot of activity on the property to the west of us, and I don't know if that can be good or bad. They could be pushing onto here, but as of this morning they didn't, other than the does. But there she is. It's a good doe. Right in the front. I'm still surprised she didn't go down. She was pouring to me. I'm gonna flip her over. I don't think there's there's an exit wound. Nope. She's clean on that side. Okay, so change of scenery for the afternoon hunt. Came back to the north boundary of the property and looked pretty interesting on the map. So there's like a clearing dip right here. This valley right here, I was hunting where the valley forks off yesterday afternoon and this morning. But yeah, there's woods on the other side that's still on this property, and this opening thick grass actually connects two fields. There's woodlot on the other side. It's a pretty cool view. You're gonna be able to see a long ways, and hopefully that equates to seeing a lot of deer and maybe a buck, that we'll shoot at. Well, after spending the last couple days in pretty close quarters and not being able to see very far, this is going to be a refreshing change. The property dips through this tall grass and then also into that woods over there, pretty much all the way until just before the opposite field there. So you'll be able to see a lot. I have a feeling they're going to be moving through this bottom. I feel pretty secure. Find out. It's the last day in Illinois, and back to where it all started. On the 90-acre piece, I'm sitting in the stand they call Midtown. Andy's back where he was the first morning. It's been fun. We're gonna hunt for a few hours, see what we can do, and head back home. So stay tuned. Holy cow. Like minutes after my interview, I look across and I see a deer. Get my glasses on him. It's a good buck. Came walking down. Got in my opening there about 120 yards. I smoked it. He's down. Oh, holy crap. He has some work to do. Oh man. I'm looking at him laying on the ground. Yeah, he came from over there. And I see rack sticking up opening over the body. And he was laying. I don't think there's going to be any ground shrinkage on that one. It looked like an 8. Nice and wide, decent tine length. Crazy. All right, had my chance to calm my nerves a little bit. We're gonna pack up and see what we got. Check them out. All right, here we go. Tell you what, I am impressed with this Bushmaster. The sucker hit whoomp, and he only went 30 yards. It's quartering in. I aimed for kind of the front of the front shoulder, and check him out. Pretty pumped. Oof. There's some devastation there. There he is. Nice. Nice. Yeah. Oh, there he is. Beautiful buck. That Bushmaster put the hurt on him. Man, I've never seen that much stuff laying out of a buck's mouth when I walked up to it. Yeah, no exit wound again, but again quartering in, and just must have done some devastation inside for sure. It's been a fun weekend. Had a good time. Seen some cool land. Not a ton of deer, but yeah, love hunting new places and whatnot. So pretty happy. So yeah, deed is done. We got her tagged, and right there's where it went in. I actually found the bullet buried. Oops. I actually found the bullet buried in the opposite shoulder. So that's what did this devastation. And you can actually see right there. That's the lung. I think it went in. So did its job. When I first got up to the deer, actually seen a nice buck crossing from the east property. That's not the property we can hunt on, but got into the tree line, started blowing. I don't know where it went. Then a little bit later, I guess the camera was over there taking pictures of me, so I went over there, turned the camera off, and I came back, and here comes another buck coming across. I never seen it jump here, so I'm not sure if it jumped and got in the woods or what, but you know, Andy's that direction. It was headed that way. I told him to keep an eye out. I did hear a shot, and I couldn't tell where it came from. I don't know if it was Andy or not. I don't think, yeah, he hasn't texted me, so it probably wasn't him. But, and then a little bit later, in this drop-off here, after I got the buck tagged and gutted, checked in, there was a doe that went running off, so definitely a little more activity this morning. Andy did see, as of last time I checked with him, he's seen one doe, and that was about it. But he's gonna sit until about 9, and I'm just gonna hang tight back here and not disturb anything his direction. And yeah, I'm guessing likely he'll pull back here, and we'll throw it on the tailgate and hang it and get it cut up, and then head home after that. Letting him air out a little bit, but check out this white stripe down his chest. That's pretty cool. Cool marking.